Whoop, whoop. What's up, Bearcats? We're here. We're hanging. We're chilling. It's Monday night. It's the HMG, replay Raw watch along. Because, they got to do it over in Europe, buddy. Do it, pal. Whoop, whoop. So, yeah. We're watching from the beginning on Netflix. Got it set to 0. Hope you're all doing well. As always, a pleasure getting to hang and chill with you guys. Hope you all had a great Monday. Thank you so much for stopping in and hanging. So let's get this thing going. And hitting play at the end of the countdown at play. 3, 2, 1, play. Okay, it's not playing. There we go. Forever together. That always freaking pops me.
In the first in 6 years. Out of the Hills River, we are live tonight at the O2, the focal point of the Greenwich Peninsula in southeast London. And the host tonight live from Monday Night Raw on
in London, mate. That's how strict. I don't know what that was.
On the road to WrestleMania. And Rhea Ripley hoping to punch her ticket to the limit.
Whoop, whoop. Hope everybody's chilling. Yeet. I get the word out on his Facebook. Whoop, whoop.
Jey Uso so tonight, brother Jimmy Uso, let's confirm to Jay that Joker is indeed beatable. Because Jimmy Uso goes one-on-one with the World Heavyweight Champion, and Jimmy versus Joker, one-on-one, live on Raw on Netflix. Sold out in London.
So I heard this is a good promo. Let's check it out, pal. Whoop, whoop, yeet. They're still selling the merch. I'm sure they already had printed, so why not? Hey, what's up, lab rat? Good to see you, pal. Yeet. Yeah, I'm sure it's a long one. That's a long-ass entranceway, pal. How you doing, lab rat? Always a pleasure to see you. Yeet, whoop, whoop. What are they testing on you today? Yeah, I know it already aired live. Let's check it out, pal. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, the collector's items. Lots of cash being made, pal. Hey, what's up, Sonic? Good to see you, pal. Whoop, whoop. Hope you had a good day. Hope Monday treated you well, pal. Yeet. Nice. Gotta love these forever entrances. Even the Undertaker's like, damn, kid, get to the ring. Yo, yo.
Hey. Hello, everybody.
We got a guest, y'all. As I was hearing the, I haven't seen any of this yet, but I've been hearing like on the, at least what I heard about it, they say it was a good one.
Can I get a time stamp here? Where are we at?
See, let me hit pause here real quick. 7:30. Or it's about
7:30?
Yeah, 7:30 now.
So they're singing Cody's song a cappella. Is that where we're at here?
Yep.
Okay. Cena's making the face like, ugh.
Damn, that's a huge stadium.
Cody Rhodes.
That's just insane to see. Like, that's a fantastic visual.
We've listened to you talk for 2 weeks. Allow me, John Cena, to do your job for you. Right? You're gonna cook me. I've seen this discourse. You're gonna end me. Where do you want to start? There's so much you could make fun of when it comes to me. Okay, for starters, I have a little bit of a list. You know? Y'all know. Sometimes words with the letter S, I'll give you one. Stardust.
That was a classic.
Man,
He at least tried with that.
that's gotta bother you. I mean, that's who you're wrestling at WrestleMania 41, going on last in your final WrestleMania, the headline match, Stardust. Hey, what else could you go at? Bingo. All right, this is a good one. I have an arm tattoo, but it's on my neck.
Hey, what's up, Radio? Good to see you, pal. Whoop, whoop. Hope your day went well, pal. Yeet.
Yeah, Cody's out here dressed like Beetlejuice Halloween skin version, but did you see Bianca come in? She's dressed like Beetlejuice normal version.
I think I might have caught that.
I got booed in a company I created. Oh gosh, there's so much. I knew you were.
Dude, Don West would make these shows so much better.
And here's the thing. Perhaps I'm struggling.
Get real.
Perhaps I'm struggling with the
Get
idea that
real.
Superman is really dead. But
Don West brings, like, with all due respect to Don West, he brings everything down to the level of carnival huckster.
True.
This is real big-time professional sports. He does not belong there. But it was perfect for TNA.
That's true. He did help make them a lot of money.
that would bring me to my next point, actually. I do not think that your words have matched your actions. I think for the last 2 weeks, you have lied to this audience. And you and I, we used to ride together. We used to sing Poncho and Lefty. I know you cared about me at one point, but for sure, I know you cared about them. So take the opportunity. You don't have to look at me. Look at them and tell them John Cena really why.
Give me 4chan Beetlejuice, pal.
I'm not going to reduce myself and punch down to your level. Just to protect you, Cody Rhodes. You've been protected long enough. I'm also not gonna cook you. I'm gonna bury you. Just like I buried everyone else. They've been saying for years that John Cena buries talent. I don't bury talent. I am talent. I bury mediocrity. I don't give a rat's ass about your list or your failures. You have manipulated your way to the top of this business, and your ego outmatches your ability. All you have done here is ride the coattails of my success. I've been so great. He can hand the heartbeat of this organization.
He's veering into sermonizing territory here.
That's right.
Yeah, it's like, who the hell am I beating then?
Champion is nothing more than
Well, the
my
cadence of
chauffeur.
Pastor Cena is like,
A slimy
I don't know if it fits
pickpocket.
this gimmick.
It's just
I
because
mean,
he
it never
stole
fit
the
John Cena,
blueprint to get
but that's one of the
Rodney
things I didn't
Kingdom.
like about him.
There's your why, Cody Rhodes. Because you, with that, disgust me.
Breaking the fourth. Well, it's already pretty much dead already, so why not?
Every secret you need to be undeniable, but you are still underwhelming. I tried to drill it into your egotistical skull. You have to be authentic because they can see through phony. You didn't listen, and it shows. You're too perfect. You're too polished. You're too rehearsed. You rely on lazy gimmicks like them singing your name over and over again to get by.
What would any of this mean in the context of, or without the context of pro wrestling being fake? What would any of this mean that he's saying?
See,
you know what I mean?
You are just like the Pied Piper because all you've ever done is find a way to make a catchy tune trick these people into loving mediocrity. Strip away his music and entrance, there is not much to look at except a thick pinstripe suit. But you can walk me out here in silence and bet your last dollar I would body you before your first breath. Cody Rhodes does not look like me.
Cena learned the term body a few
He
weeks ago.
doesn't act like me, and he sure as hell doesn't work like me. But Cody Rhodes also, you don't look like you don't act like you, and you don't work like you because after all these years,
Just smoke and mirrors, pal.
To show who you are. So what do we get instead? Cody gives us a generic mix of every superstar he's ever loved or TV show he's ever watched in some big confused blob. And it makes you look like a 16-year-old kid taking acting lessons who's still afraid of public speaking. You have showed me one thing, and the one thing you have shown me is someone mediocre wearing something meaningful nowadays is enough to trick these people. I have worked too damn hard to make that a symbol of mastery, to have it paraded around by a paint-by-numbers, sociopathic nepo baby who is so into himself he has his wrestling gimmick tattooed for the world to see.
I'm not going to bring it up on
It's
the
not
Impact
where
attack,
your
but Tom
tattoos
also
at,
used the
Cody.
phrase nepo baby, but
It's
he
what your
used it
tattoo
completely
is that
incorrectly.
exposes you to the world.
He called
for who
Ryan
you
Nemeth
are,
a nepo baby,
a common fan
which would
like
mean
them.
that their father was somehow
So
somebody that
after
got them into
WrestleMania,
wrestling,
it'll be
which
great for you.
No.
Go
Absolutely
straight to
not.
Fanatics, buy the
unless he's
toy
implying
belt
that
they buy,
his brother
call
is his own
yourself
father.
their champion. Because the
Which,
last real
that's
champion is
I
taking
don't
that
think
home
that's the case
forever
either.
and exposing you for who you are. An errand boy that got lucky. That's your wife.
And now they're cheering from at the end of this. Like,
I didn't expect to say this. Maybe you're right. Maybe I was chosen. But you know who chose me? They chose me. Can you say the same, John Cena? Or was it one guy in an office who chose you who's not here anymore and we don't talk about him?
all right, that's how you turn that around.
Strip everything away from me, right? I don't know who I am.
Hey,
Who the
Kenny
hell
Effin'
knows
Powers,
who
how's
they
it
are?
going?
I know this. I'm Cody Rhodes. I'm a wrestler like my father.
Yo, good to see you, pal. Whoop, whoop.
Anybody is a company creation.
Hope you had a good day.
John Cena and not me. Gosh, everyone's so terrified of you on the mic. I'm not, because I know you've got more dick in that promo than you do in your shorts. You want to make fun of me for appearing like I'm 16 taking public speaking lessons? Well, you're the one who hangs out with Zac Efron and wishes he was 16. And what a softball Thank you, John. What a softball you've thrown me by saying you created all of this. You created me. Here's what you created, pal. You created a lot of disenfranchised fans who made it easy for me to pack up and go elsewhere and say, hey, look at me. Don't act like you cleaned up your room before you left and went to Hollywood, John. Don't act like you left WWE better than you found it. And while we're at it, there are two of us standing in this ring right now. And what I'm about to ask you might punch a giant hole in all that logic that you just threw up. And it's quite simple. Between you and I, which one of us sold out to The Rock?
Okay, he mentioned The Rock. Now everybody can stop saying, why are they talking about The Rock?
John, you're still my hero. But you're also a piece of shit.
Of course, the crowd starts chanting it.
Just like all these people, your brain is filled with feces and not fats. I have worked 100 times harder than you, and never once in all that time was I ever protected from an audience or a superstar, present company included, taking their best shot at me. As a matter of fact, everyone knows every time I step on this canvas, it is a challenge to every arena or every superstar dumb enough to walk down that ring to take their strongest swing to see if they are worthy to put me in the ground. No one has been worthy. So
Yo, what's up, pal? Yeet.
Do it myself. That's why, Cody, I have never left. I have always been here because no matter how high the hill is to climb, no matter what garbage they give me, I find a way to make it great. You had to leave. You had to leave because you realized that your best you can't wipe my ass. You made empires for billionaires. All you've ever done is steal money from their kids. See you at WrestleMania, champ. John, no. Hey, I just want to remind you, in all the time that I have been here and everything I've been through, never once as an audience, never once have they chanted at me, you can't wrestle.
You get the payoff right there of him hitting the crossroads.
Well, you know, you just spent another 20 minutes or so breaking the fourth wall and talking about a bunch of stuff that has nothing to do with anything that the regular TV fans are doing, and then you went straight to phony wrestling. You hit a wrestling move on John Cena. You see the dissonance there? Sonic asks a very important question. Why are finishers more devastating during interviews than in matches? I'll tell you why, Sonic. Because when you're just in an interview, your adrenaline's not as up and you're not prepared. You're not prepared to steel yourself against the impact. When you're in the match, you got your game face on and stuff. It's like playing football without pads. But after you've had a grueling 25-minute match, you could take 3-4 finishers and kick out.
Yeah, you gotta stick to the rules of the universe. Of course, which ones are even left?
Yeah,
and do they even matter anymore?
Yeah, that was actually, I know people were talking about this little thing between John and Cody. I think so far it's the worst one because they were all over the place with what they were saying. John Cena was trying to sound cool, which he had not been doing. If he's doing the heel turn, he was trying to sound uncool and whiny. And this time he tried to sound like he had some teeth. And that made him sound a little bit cooler, which that's not what he's supposed to be going for. And also, even though he set the table for Cody to get some good stuff on him, they still were like, the subject matter was very shooty, and then they finish it with fake wrestling. And again, not only do they finish it with fake wrestling and predictable wrestling, but it's just another instance of two guys in a promo segment where it breaks into violence, or two instances of a match that you're trying to promote where these are the two guys that haven't touched. And now other than the Elimination Chamber, of course, but since then, we haven't seen any violence, and then now we just get a little bit of violence, so the anticipation gets ratcheted down a little bit.
Yeah, and the invisible wall.
You got that invisible wall.
Does everybody does everybody have like an invisible fence, and they all have like a tag somewhere on their gear, and then as soon as somebody runs out of the ring, it gets turned on?
Yeah, it's like the anti-theft devices on clothes in stores, Oh, so that's why she wore the Beetlejuice. She's really taking this referee thing seriously. Dark New Day.
It's a new day. Yes, it is, pal.
Cool, so she made that ref outfit in her hotel room.
Okay, go Super T.
Ad break, pal.
That's the first time I heard New Day's theme song, not on Fast Forward.
Buying a car is kind of a big deal.
Their new theme song.
You use the Car Gurus app.
Whoop, whoop, Labrat. Thank you for the $5 super sticker, pal. Appreciate you, buddy. Whoop, whoop.
Thanks, man.
Yeet.
Hippo hype. Hippo hype. Hype hippo.
Mountains of flavor. Those crispy pieces. 12 flavors so bold. Your whole life is complete. Dipped in the lake. Man, that ranch is deep. New crispy tenders. Green flavor. Wingstop.
Man, that looks good. I want some of those.
They do sound pretty good.
The Wingstop crispy.
The Scottish warrior.
Well, the one thing I've been hooked on recently or been doing is the You got the Buffalo Wild Wings app. They got this bundle. It's 20 boneless wings, large fries for $16.99. It's even better than the buy one get one deals they have.
I see. Ned, you ready for the full release of Fatal Fury? No, I'm not ready. I need a few more weeks.
Her first hockey game. And then before you know it, you're watching hers.
I actually think I don't really like the game that much. But I'll probably just get it, you know, just for community play. You think Punk is going to close night 2, or is he going to win on night 1? Night 1, probably. Oh, well, that's how I would do. I don't know what they are thinking. It would be weird to have a non-title anything. I mean, I said the biggest match they have is Cody and John, so you wouldn't want to have anybody have to follow that. It just wouldn't make sense. It's getting the most airtime and the most importance put on it. And if The Rock potentially involved, that makes it more important. So I'm just going to do that on night 1. I wouldn't have even made this triple threat a main event. I think they're only doing it because they don't know how long Punk has left. Yeah, in all reality, the World Heavyweight Championship should main event night 1. But it already feels like they don't care about that. As far as the women are concerned, like, their issues are all sort of confused and muted, not really that interesting. So I wouldn't put them on as a main event. Punk loses night 1. I think night 2 he's a favor possibly. Yeah, whatever that favor is. Who knows what it is? WWE World Boss States. It's all set up now. Jeez.
I
could see you potentially saying, if your match was Rhea versus Bianca, I could potentially see that being a main event, but I don't think that either one of them has been kept strong enough to justify it. If you told me you had plans for that back in Rumble time, I definitely would have made a lot stronger push for both those ladies, but it seems like Rhea's just been fucked around, and Bianca's been involved with some other stuff that's just, you know, it's related to a tag team situation, so it doesn't really seem like they care that much. For everything that WWE's doing right, they're skating by with a lot of stuff that they're kind of leaving some of their talent a little bit hanging. Part of that is a function of having too many good athletes on your roster, but also
tonight in this United Kingdom, you will do just that. London, please help me in welcoming their
not
opponents.
maximizing the TV time. Oh, fucking God. God damn it. God damn it.
Of course, they're going to do it for the hometown boys.
I know. Listen how mild that reaction is.
Yeah, nobody cares.
Dude, it doesn't matter if you're from here. Look at you.
Last time he was on TV, wasn't he healed or doing something with Penta?
I guess, yeah.
Back here, tearing his pec What a night for them. All the momentum and the entire
Yeah, you can't sing to this. That's right. I blame executive producer Paul Levesque.
The first match for the Big Ten Republic since July. They take out the full seed tie. Tag team champions, the New Day.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of have to. But that's the weird part. See, that's the weird part about it, right? Is you want to blame Triple H, right? But isn't, wasn't Rhea Ripley, you know, Triple H has always been solidly behind Rhea Ripley. So why is she getting the shaft now? You know, like, shouldn't she be the favorite that's getting preferential treatment?
Maybe that's who she pissed off.
What'd she do to piss anybody off? Nobody knows that either.
Good point.
If she did, it must have been behind the scenes, and even the Mark Dirt sheet don't know about it. Okay, they at least remember Tyler Bates' old NXT UK chant.
Am I just now noticing that Woods and Kofi have matching Majin tattoos? Like M's from Dragon Ball Z?
I didn't see Kofi. Did he have one? Where is it?
Oh, Kofi doesn't? I thought I saw one on him too.
Maybe I just didn't see it. I didn't. Fucking Mark. Majin Xavier Woods. He's under control of what? Who is it? Bobbity?
Yep. Yeah, and Boo was a monster created by his father, Bibbidi. Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo.
People swear they've had stuffed
I get
crust
it.
pizza from Domino's.
It's
So we
genius.
invited some of them to a little taste.
The cage they have Bates locked up in, the rehab
Domino's
cage.
has never made a stuffed crust pizza.
He
I lost the word.
Until
He
now,
probably
that
tore
is.
something
Introducing
being a big,
Domino's
strong
first
boy.
ever stuffed crust pizza. We didn't just stuff our
Oh my
crust
God,
with
that
cheese.
looks way
We used our
better than it
delicious
is.
pan pizza dough and sprinkled garlic seasoning.
I've had the
with Parmesan
Domino's
on
stuffed
top.
crust
It's
pizza. It ain't
Domino's
that
first
good.
ever stuffed
That
crust
looks
pizza.
good right there.
For the first time.
I'm sure they probably pulled it like right out of the oven.
Never had a sauce like mine.
It's all right
And you never
though.
will. Because
you
my
know.
sauce is only for dogs.
I just can't do stuffed crust because like when the cheese gets like stops being gooey and it becomes like, you know, like kind of flaky and, you know, like rubbery.
Yeah, I don't mind. I actually, if it's a stuffed crust and it gets cold, you know, like you put it in the fridge or whatever, and then you just got like a string cheese in the crust now. So it's not too bad. I guess it depends on who, you know, who's making it though.
True, yeah, it really does. Yeah, you gotta find a good quality one.
So I'm here with somebody smarter than any professor I ever had. What's up, Chuck GPT? What's up, Chuck? What do you think about this?
Red Baron brick oven pizza good?
Really need help with.
$3.
Uh-oh.
Where do you live? I don't think I can get any item of food where I live for $3.
Get 200 in bonus bets if you win.
Even if I go to Dollar Tree, I can't get food for $3.
Yo, what's up, man? We still trying to get that new place, right? Yeah. Well, check this. Table 5 was popping off. They was talking about all this new technology. There's a T-shirt that can button itself.
My boy had that T-shirt.
For real?
And the pants. Yes, sir.
Pants too. We gotta invest.
My paycheck invests itself. My portfolio is set.
You don't believe in yourself. I believe in me. Why do you think I owned it? You thought I rented that?
Crazy. That's fake.
I don't know why he's like that.
Yeah.
Whatever, more perhaps. I'm a...
New Jersey, a ShopRite? Ooh.
Bro.
We're having fun, snow. This is fresh, real Twisted Tea fans. Smooth and refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Harvest Tea. New brew tea with 5% alcohol. Keep it twisted. Being on to the new Catch Republic. Trying to make a tag to Tyler Bate in his tag team matchup tonight against the New Day. Was sold out at the O2 in London. 16,000 566
Thank you,
here
Woods.
live tonight.
God, I hate that spot.
London has been completely isolated now for several minutes. We are voting on this being the absolute worst return
There you
of
go.
all time for Tyler Bate, and Pete Dunne gets put on.
Notice how he was getting choked, and the first thing Pete Dunne worried about was his hair. That's the hairbrush.
Certainly not how you draw it up.
Fix the knee pad.
In your home country, and
Yep,
then
look at
have
him,
the
look at him.
New Day kind of have their way with
Look
you.
at this idiot.
Very foul return for Dunne. But Bates, excuse me, is about to
Can I just release this?
sour.
Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Watch Pete Dunne. Bro, put your hair in a bun, you asshole. Man kicks you in the back of the medulla oblongata, and you just like, oh, my hair.
For 3 weeks, WWE.
Fucking hate Pete Dunne, dude. When are they just gonna release him already? Yeah, good. I hope that was stiff. Get him, Cove.
Here Kofi Kingston out to the top rope. Now goes Dunne again. Kofi looks to put Pete Dunne away. Hook of the leg, referee gets the car.
Furthermore, like, no one wants to see your ugly face anyway, so leave the hair in it.
Giving up in this match. Bouncing out. We want Tyler.
When they say your face is your moneymaker, they wasn't talking about Pete Dunne.
More wholeheartedly meets
You know,
this tag
they meant
team
except
that
you,
way.
Pete.
Both of these teams were part of last year's WrestleMania, and an incredible six-pack ladder match for the tag team titles.
Look at him. He's torn. He's like, gosh, should I tag or should... Okay, yeah. See his hair? He flipped his hair. I was like, I can't use my hand to flip my hair. I got to tag. What a bum.
Former NXT champ, former NXT Heritage Cup winner.
He's tidying up the ring quickly.
Power. Big, strong boy. Catching Kofi Kingston in midair. In the middle of the ring. And it goes up by Pete.
Damn right, Lab Rat. I'm testing out Pete hate on you.
Exploded in the ring for Tyler Bate.
How is it? Can you handle it if I ratchet it up another few? If I ratchet up the dosage a bit more?
Hey, this is a no
I
Pete
can
Dunne.
do it.
This is a no Pete Dunne hate speech zone, pal.
Oh shit! Can someone explain Penta's slow motion pimp walk he does to me? I think you explained it. It's a slow motion pimp walk.
If he got it right, you did it, pal.
End of story.
Wall is spinning, but Tyler Bate manages to find his tag partner though. Top pins. German suplex coming out. And breaking things up, Xavier Woods.
Oh, my hair.
It is clearly still there for the New Day.
It's ridiculous.
This nice double team move. Woods just there in the nick of time.
People wonder if he still got it after a 9-month hiatus. Tyler Bate certainly does.
Do you notice how Tyler Bate,
Question is, do the New Day still
Right after-
have it? This is win Nick.
right after his thing got ducked, he didn't even look?
Xavier Woods.
Must have missed that.
Stack it up, John, for the victory. Don't fix it too. We've got the second count of a lot of punishment in this match still.
He done got his hair.
Okay, yeah, he does. Okay, yeah, Kofi doesn't have it. My bad. I thought I saw it.
Is the new Czech Republic.
He fights gritty. He's tough. If he thinks he represents this entire country, there's no way he's going down without a fight.
There's an example of it. Big Dunne stopping on the hands of Wood. Kick right to the back of Kingston. Xavier Woods. Dunne lands on his feet. Tax made by Big. Here comes Tyler Bate now.
What is this bullshit? Why is there another? We've already done the hot tag. Why are we still? Are we going into a second set of heat pretty soon? Are they gonna pull time in this?
I guess. This, like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, this has gone into ridiculous territory.
Eat it, kid. You eat it too. Finish it.
Hey, what's up, Jay Hall? Good to see you, man. Whoop whoop.
Jay Hall and the hizzy. Yeah, finish. Come on, that's it. 1, 2, 3. Fuck yeah. I'm not used to New Day winning matches, so I didn't know if that was their finish or not.
All right, Dog Woodson, I'll be right back.
All right. Yeah. I was surprised Pete didn't brush that little bit of hair off the side of his face right before he took that. New Day's finished. Just Balor's finished with an assist. I guess.
Whoop whoop.
Kathy, are you slow? Of course we deserve a shot at the tag team title. Only since day one, and we won it now. We did exactly what we said we were gonna do. Now we demand what we are owed and what we deserve.
You gonna be on Timmy B show one day? That would be a great interview. I don't think I'm over enough. He's gonna have to run through his Rolodex probably like twice or 3 times before he gets to me. And that would be me saying that even if he was to ask me.
You guys practice that? Raiders. Well, actually the first time we did. Pretty good stuff, right?
But you're right, I am a great interviewer.
Eric and Ivor. The world tag champs. The War Raiders are here.
It's the Vikings. See what I did there? They're biker Vikings.
With them, what the title is called? Every it is war.
The belt hold, the deadly belt hold, fends off the New Day. Maybe they could justify it. Maybe they could, justify it because they just had a grueling match, and they can't face up to the power of the belt hold.
Well, right now we'd like to talk about
Got a special charm in it, pal.
Mm-hmm.
Great athletes. In all showcases.
Here's where you can see Cappuccino Jones.
Whoop whoop.
My personal project. There he was with the drop kick. Cappuccino Jones doesn't even know that he's my personal ambassador. He's my avatar. He's representing all that's great about my talent scouting abilities. He's completely unaware that he has all that weight on his shoulders. But he can handle it because the pot is hot. I actually saw a clip on Instagram. He was at Rocky Mountain Pro. Like Cappuccino Jones had a match at Rocky Mountain Pro, and guess who he was wrestling at Rocky Mountain Pro? Timothy Thatcher of all people.
Damn.
You can't. No.
Bros, I gotta go eat tacos. Ice to see you, Vet and Labs too. Nice. Oh, I thought you were doing a McBain. Ice to see you.
Later, radio. Have a good one. About whoop whoop.
Sure.
See, why do they have him walking around backstage in a t-shirt and these dirty alleys and stuff? He's way too classy for this.
Yeah, and there's no way Gunther's gonna let him get slapped like that and just let him walk away. He's gonna beat the shit out of him.
I think she would. Man, see, nice is big different though, all right? Listen.
Did he say closing the noise?
In general,
He did.
It's just a man who's beatable. Tonight, I'm a beat.
I guess I don't know all the cool street lingo these days.
You're gonna beat Gunther and become
It's going crazy, pal.
Champion. Yeet. All right, I got you. Don't worry.
We should have some baby powder.
I hear you. Just be careful.
What was that?
Now they're doing Rocky 4. They already did the Rocky 3 with the I'm Afraid thing. Now they're going to Rocky 4 where, okay, so the character of Jimmy Uso will die tonight.
Yeah, I'm about to say Jimmy's Apollo Creed.
Jimmy, you're in action against the world champion live on Netflix.
The Count of Monte Fisto. You got a lot of names, Apollo. Well, hold on, Stallion. He's almost done. Man. On top of everything else,
different to the table.
seeing Hulk Hogan try to pose or whatever, it's just like, oh, there's no muscle there anymore.
It's a husky guy to an outdoor summer wedding. It's 100 freaking degrees. Amanda, Natalia. Because I sweat a lot, I went to Men's Warehouse and got a suit with special fabric called Chill Flex that breathes and keeps me cool. Oh, even in these inhumane conditions.
You may now kiss the bride.
Thank you, Bill. Love you, Sue.
Bro, I don't care what you do. It's hot is hot. There's nothing you can do about it. You have to wear a jacket outside in the summer. It's gonna be,
we know
there's no technology other than air conditioning in the suit that's going to save you.
You're busy. You need to be on the road, on the call. We're just ready to play. Batteries Plus has batteries, phone repair, key remote services, and lighting solutions you can rely on. Life's waiting. Power on with Batteries Plus. Visit.
You ever been to a Batteries Plus?
Locations today.
Not inside.
I used to work at a Valvoline, and we always had this thing. If we try to push on every customer, which is our survey saying, hey, let us know how we did. Give us, when they ask you what you want to rate us, give us a 5. That whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it also has an option on there too, where you can leave a message, say what you want to say. And I figured out how to listen to him when I became a manager. And then we started helping out other stores, and they showed me how to do theirs. I figured out, okay, there's a pattern between the IDs and the passwords. So I started experimenting. I figured out how to get to pretty much all the ones in the country.
Really?
Of course, I always listen to the bad ones, because those are always there are some gems in there.
Would like you to meet your new chief resident, Daddy Sims.
Hi, Liz.
Yeah, Liz in the house. Whoop whoop.
Did you get any One Piece in today? I didn't get any excited DMs.
Just moments away when what could be the
Guys, wrestling is fake. I just want everybody to know that. That's why John Cena and Cody Rhodes are out there saying all that stuff they said. Because wrestling is fake. You guys know that, right? You know it's fake. You know what we do is it's fake. Unless you say that to one of us, then we'll talk about getting suplexed on a pallet and try to act like, we're above you for doing that. But we will show you how it is all of the time. Recovering from the peopling. Oh no, he fell on thumbtacks fully clothed. Oh shit. It's got to be horrible. 7:43.
I never see reactions like that. And that has a lot to do with the guy in the room. That was a match that sort of put me on the map as being tough enough to survive the British one.
Yeah, that match did get Triple H to the next level.
Man, who gives a fuck about that match? Why don't we talk about Taz choking out Kurt Angle from that show?
The master pretty much put the brakes on whatever. Well, he didn't have a bad career there.
He didn't have the career he could have had or should have had.
Yep.
The immortal match between Bret Hart and Stone Cold Steve Austin for WrestleMania 13. Lex Luger, Michelle McCool, the natural disasters, and of course, the game. Triple H will be live from the Blue Light Theater. Tickets are on sale now via Ticketmaster.
That's actually a pretty good match. Well, I think that's a good match to use for as a first. If you're going to induct matches into the Hall of Fame, I think it's a pretty good choice for a first one. What does that? But what exactly does that mean? Do Stone Cold and Bret Hart get 2 more inductions?
Yeah, you get a ring. Get a ring for their match they had. I don't really like the idea of that. Not them getting a ring, just meaning. Ooh.
Nice. Bet at least got something out of it.
Ooh. Oh, Michael Venom Page. Oh, okay. They had the wrong graphic up for a second. That looks like some guy from Black Mirror.
Netflix starting April 10th. That's next Thursday. An absolute talent in their
My God. Whose grandma is this? Is that kid that the kid from France or from Belgium with the John Cena gear? Is he like aging at an accelerated rate?
I think so.
Oh my God, he's a clone. So you count 1, 2, 3. Yes, you count 1, 2, 3.
Right, because
this is like the holy. It's like the holy hand grenade thing. Thou shalt not count 5 nor 2 unless you are then to count to 3. Triple H still salty that Triple H Appreciation Night happened during the pandemic in an empty arena, so fans couldn't kiss his ass live. Or Triple H taxi driver will be at the Hall of Fame.
That's who's inducting him. If I had to guess, I think it'd probably be Stephanie inducting him.
Probably.
So I'm thinking if during the middle of Triple H's speech, all of a sudden No Chance in Hell plays and Vince struts out.
Yeah, the one place he never appears. The Hall of Fame. That's the perfect place to make a comeback. No one will ever expect it.
The job of Jimmy Uso is to put down the blueprint on how to beat Gunther at WrestleMania. The first thing you have to do is
where have I been, pal? Where am I now?
Of the Austrians do that, and Jay perhaps will have a chance. Yeah, Gunther's aura is certainly real. Jimmy's been in the ring with a lot of people with a lot of.
Walter's getting a little bit fat.
Beat him down a little bit. Jimmy Uso coming off a win over the Miz right here in London this past Friday night at SmackDown. Goes to work against Gunther.
Got a couple more weeks to get in WrestleMania shape.
Gunther as well. And, you know, Gunther, this is a risky.
Just get some advice on climate change, pal.
Yeah, you could tell he's never taken anything in his life.
Oh yeah, no, that's definitely natural, like 100% natural. If he did any of that, he'd be monstrous.
stalking this man. Stalking and dumping. I think it's all right. Every one of these blows delivered, Wade, is a message from Gunther to Jay, who's here tonight watching. Jimmy said, Jay, just stay in the back and watch what's
on the damn towel.
So a chance for what we call a receipt in this game after one of the greatest slaps we've ever seen.
Have some prime energy.
All right, now,
Or prime hydration, I should say.
Prime time.
Logan Paul's there tonight too, right?
Here comes Jimmy Uso now. Catches the right hand. Rocky got right down here in front of us. Jimmy Uso now got five. The suicide. Jimmy Uso's rolling. Gunther's in trouble here. Gunther's jaw just smacked the corner of our table incredibly hard. That is a table that busted up the back.
So I got to ask, is AEW the first company that's actually reinforced their announce tables so they can't break it anymore?
Maybe.
What's that? Anything you can do, I can do. Look at pterodactyl gonna fly from up there. Jimmy Uso caught him on the right hand. Jimmy Uso truly believes he's gonna wobble the world heavyweight.
You know what's funny? I was just thinking about that dive that Jimmy did because he went kind of sideways on it. When I was learning to go through the ropes, like doing that shit can bump, you know, instinctually it looks like I wanted to go sideways. Like I would try to go sideways when I was taking that bump, but my feet would get caught. It didn't, like, every time I would go through it, like my feet would hit the ropes, you know. It didn't feel right. It didn't look good. This is when I was learning it. They're teaching us it. And then what I actually did was when I you grab the bottom rope, right? Like you grab it underhand so that you can go through. Like you're posting on it. And what I did was, instead of trying to like turn and go sideways, when I posted up and grabbed the rope, I dove head first, like straight like an arrow through the ropes. And that way I was able to clear the rope. And then because your body will naturally turn as you go through the rope, so that you don't just somersault and spike yourself right on the head. But I thought you had to go sideways the whole way. You know, that's why my feet were getting caught. But you actually, it's just like anything else. Like when like when you take a hip toss bump, right? You think it's about turning because you're basically doing a somersault in the air. Right?
No, it's fresh.
But
a super fast connection.
In reality, you're supposed to look up
and
jump high, so that then you can tuck and land flat.
When he got injured in a car
if you go
forward,
you have a better chance of hitting your head and hurting yourself and not getting the rotation. So you actually, you don't look down, you look up when you're taking the hip toss, look up and then come back down.
And if you ever have
questions, these things that are like completely unintuitive to you as a normal person from the couch, because you just see what you've seen on TV. But that's not how the actual mechanics of the moves and stuff work. Those were the things I thought, there were certain things I thought would be difficult about learning, and none of those things were difficult. It was all the things I never thought about. Like those things I described, or like even grabbing a headlock and doing it so that it looks good. I didn't think about where my feet would be, you know, how to stand, or like the posture or anything. I don't think about those things.
Keep your head up.
Right. You just don't. You just think you grab a headlock, and then the first time you do it,
any large pizza, regular menu price,
and then
one large one-topping pizza for free.
You have to learn it.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Oh, you remember when he used to yeet the Singh brothers over into the announce table, or through the announce tables?
Yeah, is Unbreakable Tables a smart thing? I mean, yes and no.
Perfect.
It's Probably not any worse than any traditional bump.
Jimmy showed a flurry here and there. Gunther just sending a clear message to Jey Uso, who's in the back watching this. You don't have a chance, kid, in WrestleMania.
Things have really gone off the rails. The dream of Jimmy Uso showing something.
It should always be like Swerve Strickland, and as you're like unconscious with your head between a guy's legs, getting ready to get powerbombed or whatever, you could, you know, swat the monitor off the table instead of selling. You know,
impossible.
that's even better than a hairbrush.
Jimmy Uso now. Well, Gunther allowed that arrogance of him tormenting Jimmy Uso, sending a message to Jey. It's just allowed Jimmy back into the match. And Jimmy now, they go drop kick. A man that size should not deliver a drop kick like that. The height. And just like that, Gunther going to hoist Jimmy up and deliver a powerbomb. And a cover out by Gunther. And he said, and now it's over. This is ridiculous now. This is absolutely ridiculous. And the match begun with all.
Although I will say, I think reinforcing the announce table and like selling and getting over the fact that it can't break, that's actually a pretty creative and decent kayfabe way of like putting that on ice for a bit until it becomes, you know, it gets over again or it becomes a big deal again.
I mean, if you get impaled in the kidneys with a, you know, spiky board now, who cares about a table bump?
And once again, a cover by the world champion. And once again, going to continue to torture Jimmy. This is enough.
Yeah, you call it. This is straight. Yeah, this is, if he dies, he dies.
Jimmy Uso can continue this match before Gunther does some serious damage here. Match has been over on a couple of different occasions now.
Maybe Jimmy Uso takes his third.
See, but I would like this, yeah, even if you steal the Rocky IV beginning. Sorry, like 40-year-old spoilers if you haven't seen it, but it would mean a lot more if, again, Walter hadn't just been acting like any common thug wrestler and getting into brawls outside the ring and in the ring during promo segments and all this other shit. If they had, if Jey Uso had tried to provoke him all this time, you know, or whatever, and he's just like, okay, fine, okay, and then he kills his brother, you know, it's a lot more like calculated and cold-blooded.
I said earlier, Jey Uso had a crisis of confidence as it comes to Gunther. Well, that crisis is pretty bad at this juncture. Gunther's not done
Is
yet.
this what they do with Roman Usos? Well, yes, exactly. This is exactly what they do.
Jimmy Uso.
See, and now this, again, this is just more of the same.
He's already in Jimmy's head.
You wouldn't really necessarily do this. Why wouldn't you just end the match? Or why would you end the match if you wanted to just continue punishing him?
Why is he running?
It's always disappointing when, you know, these companies don't even understand their own characters. You know, it's one thing when TNA does it, but these guys should all know better by now.
Subway $6.99 for literally any footlong deal is headed to overtime. Yep, deal extended. That's right. Order now on the Subway app and get any footlong on the menu for just $6.99. Fresh crispy veggies, fresh baked bread. Wait, can I get a timeout to talk about that bread? No timeout. What else? Get it now on the Subway app. Any foot long for just $6.99. Deals only here.
And then the next thing they're going to be doing is they're going to do the thing with Jimmy in the hospital bed.
Not getting what you had hoped for. It's feeling frustrating.
He gave me 2 sleeper holds. I'm hanging on by a thread.
Now taxes.
I need to get the nurse to brush the hair out of my eyes. I can't
Guaranteed.
do it myself.
That should cover some things. Now this is taxes.
This year, I'm trying to ace my college bets on FanDuel. So I'm here with somebody smarter than any professor.
Speaking of don't know what to do with their characters or who their characters are, Brian Breaker.
Well, why don't you use me for something you really need help with? What does Charles Barkley really
They
need
have
help
no
with?
idea who that dude is.
Uh-oh.
They never have.
FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Not all canned beans are the same. To show you why Goya
AI
beans
that's
is so
Charles
good,
Barkley.
we brought in the experts.
All in plump.
Like, who cares about Grok? Can I get some Chuck? I want Chuck.
Award-winning taste. Approved.
You should get on that, pal.
Approved.
Every can of Goya black beans is packed with goodness.
Whoop, whoop.
It's Goya. It has to be good.
I mean,
Get that Goya.
Baseball is king here. The Boston Red Sox are royalty. I love
the
them.
Red Sox.
When you get that present, so team silly here. You gotta be okay with this.
Fenway Pack.
Noma.
I justify our artists and best every day.
Who's that? Is BFAB security now? What the hell?
I know, right?
You're definitely not an indie wrestler at all.
Typical of Gunther in recent weeks. These ambushes, these sneak attacks, doesn't want to face Jey Uso. One-on-one. And now we got some agents here, officials, some security trying to separate people.
Here come the people that beg and plead.
Now Gunther, got something. This is something where security calls up here.
Oh, please. Hey, you want to get some heat? Grab Jason Jordan by the neck. What is this pussy shit?
Zip ties? Yes, that is a zip tie, I believe.
Oh, you guys had zip ties the whole time?
Now Gunther wrapping that zip tie around him. The rest of now the man that was supposed to be zip ties out.
Shouldn't have let. If you had zip ties this whole time, you shouldn't have let Bronson Reed splash Seth Rollins all those times. Should have just zip tied his ankle to the top.
Meanwhile, Jey Uso is completely laid out. And Jey Uso is going to go nowhere because Gunther is zip tying Jey Uso to the ropes here. Jey Uso's now defenseless. Jey is defenseless.
You still have another hand and a foot. 2 feet.
Gunther can now pick Jey all he wants. Well, this is the tension, Wade. Obviously, hold on. Gunther's going to make Jey Uso watch.
Seriously, you could have carried Jimmy out of here a long time ago. Is he still selling the sleeper, or I don't?
Oh, he got blasted from behind when.
Okay.
Jey's helpless here. Oh, this is disgusting. This is flat out disgusting.
Don't cry, Michael.
What do you think he's gonna do?
Yeah, this has been a very underwhelming build. Very underwhelming build.
No one in the back likes the Usos, not in the office. Yeah. Yeah, what is literally everyone else here that works here doing right now? At the very least, they should be concerned that they had TV segments planned out ahead of time and this is cutting into them. Gunther, we had a match scheduled up. You're ruining it. Now he's like a middle school bully.
Oh look! Oh, let's get so close. You're never gonna get it.
Begging for Gunther to stay away, screaming at Jay, no, and Gunther still.
I saw Jay adjusting his pants. Jimmy brushed the hair out of his bloody face too. They're doing a great job selling all this.
Yeah, I know. You want anybody with a zip tie or something sharp to cut that with yet? Nobody's got a pocket knife?
You know what else is messed up about all this? So, you know how we're talking about exposing the business and stuff all this time. So how many times do we get these like on all these like programs and stuff, these secondary programs and like behind the scenes stuff, and we see Gorilla all the time. So we're just gonna see Triple H just sitting there with his glasses on watching this calmly. Like while he's got a TV show to run and like this is just happening and he's just watching it on the monitor. Like
yeah, he doesn't have like he doesn't have Jeremy Borash sitting right there to see. He'd be like, hey, you're in charge, I gotta go take care of this.
Yeah.
Or you take over, I'll be right back.
Nothing I can do. And the blood on the Jordans. The bloody Jordans. He called him a pussy. Look how long it took. Jason Jordan and Daivari were right outside the entire time. Nothing happened to them. There's fucking Petey Williams with his Pidgeotto haircut.
Great question.
Fucking guys are ridiculous. Shane Helms. Grow the fuck up.
Ladies and gentlemen, the bottom line is this. This man Gunther, you know what? He's pretty much a hypocrite.
Michael Cole standing up.
He preaches to everyone
Serious,
that he's a ring general, that the mat is sacred, right? But it's all about competition.
You're undefeated at WrestleMania. Why don't you jump in and help?
What does he do?
That's true, he is.
He uses a zip
Wade
tie.
Barrett just sitting there. Pat McAfee fought Adam Cole. Yeah, like,
Yeah, you got people in there who can. Yeah, exactly. Good point.
That was disgusting. Everything that just happened there was disgusting. Well, again, WrestleMania will feature.
Bring the hate heat. I'm trying, but I gotta save something for the show in 10 minutes.
Oh shit! Yeah, actually, it's a good spot to end the watch along. Get some hit pause right here.
But yeah, that's why I would have to be. Like, I couldn't just work at a place like people always say, Vet, why don't you? None of these companies should hire you. Like, they're not gonna. First of all, they're not gonna hire me. Second of all, I wouldn't take the job. Third of all, the only way I could get everything to go right, I would have to be Triple H. I can't just work with Triple H. I'd have to be him or one of those guys. Or I'd have to be a Vince McMahon. I'd have to be the guy that nobody can go over their head. That would be the only way this kind of stuff works, because when you try to run stuff up the flagpole, it constantly gets cut off. Just like we're about to cut off this show right now.
Yeah, so we're going to be back in about 10 minutes for the Impact Attack. And then we'll be, as soon as that is over, we'll be picking back up where we left off at the replay watch along. Whoop, whoop. We'll catch you there, guys. Whoop, whoop.